Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the first recording, and yes, I have another phone on my phone. I have another phone in my hand recording, actually using the lighting because my eyes are not visual. I cannot see 100%. That's what happens when you hit your 40s. Welcome to everybody. Blessings to all. I would like to start off with reading Psalms 40, verse 5 and 6. O Lord, my God, you have accomplished many things. You have done amazing things and carried out your purpose for us. Amen. No one can thwart you. I want to declare your deeds and talk about them, but they are so numerous to recount them. Amen, guys. So I'm starting off with talking about my reason why I decided to start this repair business. And please excuse all the trial and error. It's my first video. I've been wanting to do a video for a long time. I just wanted to have my Lord's direction. I always like to pray on things and say, and allow for God to guide me in the right direction. So why did I start the credit repair franchise? And a lot of people may ask, why that? So one of the reasons why is I get to do this from my home. I get to do this from anywhere in the world. And my goal in general is to eventually travel back and forth from the United States to the Caribbean. That's eventually my plan. And I wanted to find something that I can do mainly from anywhere. I don't want to be constricted to a 9 to 5 or to working and clocking in for anybody. So then when I started researching to buy my home, one of the biggest and first things that I noticed was it didn't matter if I had money in hand for myself to purchase this home, because the first thing they asked me was, how is your credit? And it wasn't that it was horrible, but it was not the best. It was in the 500s. So I realized that I had to go in there and look at it and confront it and not be like everyone, ton of you, including myself, that we just kind of know that there is something, but you don't want to kind of deal with it. It's not really that important at the moment because you're working, you're being a mom, you're being a wife, you're doing your day-to-day things, and you just, okay, it's there. I know that credit is there, but you don't want to bother with it. So reality is that I was at this point where I had the funds, but I didn't want to use all my funds. So I was inquiring to get a mortgage. And when I went to get pre-qualified, they said, we cannot give you a loan. You're not qualified. And it just took it back at me because I said to myself, wait a minute, but I have the funds. Why can't you give me a loan? It's not like I don't have the exact amount or whatever it was to do this process. Credit is important, people. It is so, so important. If you're in that denial stage like I was, that you kind of ignore it and you leave it to the side and you see the letters coming in and you see collections coming in and you keep pushing it to the side and you just like, shredding things and you just ignore it, it's not going to get any better. It's still going to be there. Whether you shred it, your credit is still going to be the same. So what did I have to do? I had to right away, confront the situation, and I decided to start working on my credit and my husband's credit. Both our credits. I finally got it to good standing, And I was able to go back to the bank, 3 different areas. I went to 3 different places, and I was able to get the loan. Now, here's the thing. Okay, we get the credit fixed, but now you gotta keep track of it and maintain it. It's not just, okay, the credit's fixed now, we got the mortgage loan, it's done. No, you have to stay on top of it. So therefore, I'm in this company where we monitor your credit for the 6 months to a year, and we stay on top of it consistently to see what is there and what is coming in and how to maintain it. And also we fix it and correct it from the beginning all the way to the end. We also do recommendations of credit cards on how to build your credit points and things like that. It's not just having credit, you also have to build the credit. So now I'm at a stage where I wanted to help others because I was hands-on in that position. And being in that position, you feel like crippled. You're like, what's going on? You know, I just want to make sure that I just want to purchase a home for my family and my 2 daughters and leave some sort of a legacy for them in future. Because I was tired of renting. You know, you rent and then you pay all this money that is gone money. You're paying money to a landlord and you're making them wealthy when you can be doing that for yourself. So with that being said, I was able to purchase my home, and then I decided to do this. I have a co-worker that she had reached out, and she explained to me exactly what it's all about, and it resonated with me because I know that there's many people out there that are the same like me, that had their credit and you just don't know where to begin, and you feel like, when do I make this correct? You keep getting caught up with your day-to-day stuff. You know, you go to work every day, you clock in, you clock back out, you're not happy where you're at, you don't want to keep renting, maybe the apartment is not even well maintained, and you keep doing this year after year and spending money on a place that you're not even happy with. So why not take the steps correctly to get yourself out of that position? The last place that I was at and I was renting, when I first got there, it was completely different to the part now that when I left. It was like night and day. When I left, I ended up getting these neighbors upstairs that they wanted to be running around at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever time. And then I had downstairs the people that blasted the music. They didn't care what time it was. See, guys, I was not having it. I remember being so sick one time that all I wanted was silence, and I didn't have silence. It was coming from upstairs and downstairs. It was horrible. And I said to myself, why am I living this way? Why? There is no need. If I'm paying rent to someone else and I'm this miserable here, then why not buy my own house? What do I gotta do to get out of renting for somebody else and renting for myself? Not renting, paying my own mortgage for myself. So then, I ended up getting the house, and I said, much better quality of life. Whatever little noise you hear now is gonna be my own TV downstairs in the living room, probably. My daughter is in the backyard. They're grilling back there. How great is that? You know, they're comfortable. I'm in my own space, in my own room. And everybody's comfortable, you know? There's no running, screaming, or whatever it is going on. So guys, getting back to my why. I just want to be able to be here to share this channel to help you guys out. Just call me, just email me, leave comments below if you have any questions. But in taking all those steps, I remember going to the bank and the first thing they told me was, number one, how is your credit? Number two, we need 2 years of tax history. So guys, you must have your taxes in place at least 2 years to be able to purchase your house. Okay? And if you're deciding to do the loan with a cosigner, that person too has to have the credit in place, 2 years of taxes, 2 years of employment each person. Okay? And yeah, I think that was pretty much it that they mainly asked. But the main ingredient to all of this, you must have your credit in place. So now that I've been going on and on about the same thing, and excuse me because I speak English and Spanish, so sometimes I get caught up in kind of saying the same thing over and over, but I just want to get through to you through here. If I could be in the other side so you can kind of say, oh, I can do this, let me get it going. Let me stop procrastinating. That's one of my things too. Sometimes I'm just like, should I really do this? Shouldn't I? I don't know. And